game called Octopus. Now, it's kind of like an underwater hockey, and here to explain more about it are today's challengers from the Farnham and Guildford Octopus Club. That's Ian Boardmanhurst, I get that right? And Claire Strahan. Now, while I get myself out, let me just welcome you both to UWH. And first and foremost, what on earth is Octopus?
It was a game that originated in this country some 40 years ago as a way of keeping sub-aqua divers fit. It's a fast underwater team game, and the 6 players in each team all wear mask and snorkel and fins, and they all have a small wooden stick, and they manoeuvre a small, heavy puck around the bottom of the pool, and the idea is to swim and flick it up to the far end of the pool where your opponent's goal is.
So it is basically like a bit of an underwater hockey game.
It is, but it's all on the bottom of the pool, so you've got to hold your breath whilst you're down there.
You've obviously had to adapt Octopus for today's challenge. So how have you done that?
We've chosen the 3 key elements of the game, which is speed, stamina and accuracy. And we've split the course up into 3 parts. The first part, there are 5 players who move all of the pucks one by one through a hoop. They supply the second stage, where there are players having to flick the pucks over and through various obstacles, to the third stage, where there are 2 target shooters who've got 8 targets in front of them, and they have to get all 8 targets down in 90 seconds.
Now, Ian, let me ask you, just how hard is it to pass and play and shoot goals underwater?
Well, this is the puck that we use, and this weighs about 2.5 pounds, and this is the stick we use to push it with. Now, it requires quite a lot of force to move this puck, and the only way to pass it, really, is to lift it off the bottom of the pool, which requires a lot of practice and a fair bit of technique. Now, in order to trigger the floating mechanisms, we've got to hit the target squarely and in full flight, so it's going to be some challenge.
Accuracy is part of the game as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
You feeling okay about it?
Yeah.
Well, I'll let you mentally prepare for the challenge and wish you both the very best of luck, and the rest of the team over there. Well, they're going to do a little bit of work in just what may be a very hard challenge. It's time for you to do a little bit of work as you place your bets.
So a bit of a tricky challenge to work out. 12 divers, an assault course, 8 targets, and all in 1.5 minutes. So Lou, we start with you this time. What do you think? Are they going to do it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, they seemed like they knew what they was talking about and that, yeah, definitely.
All right then, so positive vibes there from Louise. We've got a yes there. Lee?
Well, I actually only counted 11 team members. You said there were 12, so the other one could be a dolphin. It's a bit of a trick question, so I'm going to go yes on this one.
Oh, you're going to go with the yes as
I'll
well?
go for yes.
Right, then, so yes there from Lee. What do you think, Paul?
Well, my faith was a bit cruelly betrayed in George, so I'm going to be... I don't want to be negative, but I'm going to say no, which is fairly negative. I think it just sounds too complex for me.
Yeah.
And just too tricky, so it's a no from me.
All right then, OK, we've got a no there from Paul. Studio audience, what do you think? Are they going to do it or are they not? Place your bets now. Have a go at home. Oh, well, it's not in favour of them doing it. Only 41% of our audience think that, yes, they'll do it. OK, will they hit 8 targets in 90 seconds, or will our intrepid octopuses turn out to be damp squids? You've made your choice. Let's see if you're right.
Everybody ready? Good luck. In 3, 2, 1... the 8 targets, and they've still got 50 seconds left on the clock. It's looking good for a successful challenge. Oops, perhaps I spoke too early.
meet the players themselves, the Farnham and Guildford Octopus Club. Excellent. Good stuff. Guy, that was a great challenge. Did you have a go?
Yes, I did have a go. It was hard enough sort of just steering the puck, let alone hitting a target with a small diameter.
Excellent. Great challenge. Claire, if I could turn to you. It's quite a unique sport in the fact that both men and women play together. So do men generally make the better players, or is it women?
They make very different players. Men can rely on their strengths more than women. Women tend to have to rely on developing skill a bit more.
And do you think it could be an Olympic event?
It'd be fantastic if it did get to that stage. I mean, we do play internationally. There are world competitions and things.
There are world competitions?
Yeah, so
Excellent.
maybe they are men and women separated. I should make that clear.
Right.
Yeah.
OK, well, thanks for bringing it along onto UBET. Di, if you'd like to do the honours.
Yes, here's your UBET trophy, and well done, everybody. And, of course, you all get your UBET medals each as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Farnham and Guildford Octopus Club. Good stuff from the swimmers there. And 41% of our audience were right to say yes that time. Also right to say yes was Louise. Well done. That takes you up to 41, so you're off the mark there, which is good news. Also right to say yes was Lee. And you go up to 57. Good stuff. But
and
wrong...
I'm starting to hate this smug little smile that he's got.
You were wrong to say no, Paul. Which means, guess what? You've got no points. You stay on nothing at all, which means you could be heading towards that forfeit.
But if it's only riding a bike, I'm not worried, though.
Well, I said it's as easy as riding a bike. I mean, who knows what it could be. But at the moment, Lee, you're in the lead there, so all to play for in part two. We've got thrills and spills on wheels coming up next with a flying push bike, plus our biggest trucking challenge yet, so stay with us after the break.